something's off. Like, something's not right here. What is going on? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, girl, what's going on?
Hey, you got it, girl. You got it. Yeah, pretty little thing.
Hey y'all, so it's Janae here, and I'm making my first video about my pregnancy. This has been highly requested. I get a lot of questions every day in my DMs about, oh my god, he's turning, I'm so sorry. It's like every time I talk, he's more active. Like, I think he likes my voice. Whew. Anyway, notes here so I won't miss anything. So yeah, this is the how I knew I was pregnant before my positive test, and my symptoms and my signs, and just like a little story time on how I found out. First of all, 2 weeks before my missed period. My period was supposed to start November 5th of 2019. Clearly, it never started. So yeah, it's supposed to start November 5th. And so 2 weeks before that, I don't know what date that is. Clearly around my boyfriend's birthday, which is October 23rd, because I think this is when all of this happened. So yeah. So I've been having like problems with my birth control in the past. That's like a whole nother story time about something else. And so like every month I always jot down my symptoms, like starting from like ovulation up until I get my period. Once my period comes, I'll throw out the information, and then I'll start again for the next month. And I've been doing that for like a year now, just because, not because I'm trying to get pregnant or I tried to get pregnant or anything like that. It's just for like me, like clarity, or when I go to like my OB and they're asked like, did you see anything different? Did my nails, sidebar, look horrendous because of this coronavirus. I can't get my nails done, and I do talk with my hands a lot, so that's gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna try to just keep them right here if I can. But anyway, what was I saying? Is this lighting good? Okay. So yeah, so I always just jot down, what was I saying? Pregnancy brain is a real thing, trust me. Yeah, so I like to have information, so if I go to an OB appointment or something's like off with my body, I can like go back to my notes, like this day I felt like this day is when it started. I just like to know my body because like a lot of weird things be happening with my body, and I hate when doctors ask like, why is this, or like, why is that, and it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't like saying I don't know. Like, I want answers for everything. So I'm rambling, so let's just get right into it. 2 weeks before my missed period, I don't know what day it was, but I do know I was 3 DPO, which is 3 days past ovulation, and I had mild cramping and headaches. I wrote down like I had like some weird cramps, my head was pounding, and I'm like, whatever, my period's coming 2 weeks from now, because usually I get my period symptoms 2 weeks before my actual period. Like, some people get it like a few days before, some people get like a week before. Mine is typically always like 2 weeks before, like direct, like the day after ovulation. I feel like I'm getting symptoms for my period. So, and my symptoms include like cramping, back pain, and like craving like a lot of junk food. Like, I crave a lot of junk food when my period's starting. So anyway, so 3 DPO, I had mild cramps, headaches, and again, didn't think anything of it. 4 DPO, same thing, mild cramping and headaches. And I didn't have no appetite. Sorry if I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading my notes so I won't forget anything. I had no appetite at all. Like, I didn't want to eat. Nothing was like amusing to me. it was just like, I don't know, like I just knew something was off. Like I knew, but I didn't know. Like I knew something was off because usually with that the 2 weeks before my period, like my symptoms are like maybe one day of like some symptoms or maybe 2 days, but as I continued to go down a list, these were like consistent, the same symptoms every single day. Nothing was changing for the entire 2 weeks. Like the entire 2 weeks leading up to my period, like I was getting these symptoms. So I'm like, okay, something's off. Like what is going on? Anyway, so again, mild cramps, headaches, no appetite, 5 DPO. I was super tired and exhausted, like couldn't even get up, like so tired, don't want to do anything, just want to lay down all day. Like I just felt like I haven't slept in a week. Like I was just so tired and like super exhausted. I actually wrote down in my notes like so exhausted. And usually like my exhaustion, or when I'm feeling exhausted, is like I feel tired but I can still do stuff. But if I'm putting like super exhausted, like I was tired, like super exhausted that day. 6 DPO. This is when I started noticing that I not only was craving junk food, but craving a specific snack, which is Takis. Oh my God. If you don't like Takis, you're crazy. Like, I still eat them. I have them in my pantry now. I love Takis. Like, spicy. Like, I was craving spicy food like crazy. Like, hot popcorn, Taki, like my noodles, I was like, I'm gonna put like half a bottle of hot sauce in them, like just anything spicy. I noticed that I was like craving it. So I didn't write down I was craving spicy for 3, 4, and 5 DPO, but I did write down 6 DPO that I seen that it was a consistent pattern that I've been craving a particular snack almost all week. Like, what's going on? So, also 6 DPO, I experienced rib pain, like my ribs, gosh, like, and I even still, like, even right now as I'm talking, like my ribs are killing me. Like I have been experiencing rib pain since day one, like physically day one. So I've was experiencing rib pain, cramping, and again craving the Taki snack. So DPO 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that's like 5 days, 5 to 6 days. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, 5 to 6 days. I had all rib pain. That's all I wrote. Like rib pain. My ribs were killing me, like seriously killing me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, something's off. Like something's not right here. What is going on? Like I'm not understanding. Like, girl, what's going on? So I actually start telling my boyfriend, I'm like, okay, I know it's early. I'm only 12 DPO, which if you guys don't know what DPO means, again, it means days past ovulation. You can get a positive pregnancy test if you take a test 12 DPO, but it may be faint and you may not even get a positive pregnancy test. So that's why they always say it's best if you are trying to get pregnant or really want to like accurate results, take a test like when your period is missed or the day your period is supposed to come. So I'm telling my boyfriend and I'm like, something's off, like I think I'm pregnant, da 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 da. And he's like, here we go again. Like, you gonna keep saying this? I had scares in the past. So there's been times where I truly thought I was pregnant, took a test, it said no. And this time when I was in oh my God, I can't talk. He's like turning or something. I just feel like a bulge right here. Like, I don't know if that's like his head or his butt. Something is just hurting so bad. What is that? Ooh. Anyway, so yeah, so I was telling my boyfriend that I was having these symptoms and I was starting to get a little worried, like something might be up. And he's just like, girl, shut up. You always like scared or always thinking the worst of things or always thinking like you're pregnant and stuff. And I'm like, no, something's up. I know I'm early, but something's wrong. So, yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe it's in my head. Because like, girls, y'all know, when you start to think that you're pregnant and like having things in your head, they start to come true. So like, you may not even be pregnant, but you think that you are. So now you're developing all types of pregnancy symptoms. Oh, my head, my back, da da da. Because like you're overthinking it and stuff, and you're so stressed, it's basically delaying your period. So even if you do miss your period, you're like, oh, I'm pregnant. And sometimes that don't be the case, but clearly that was the case for me. Anyway, so where was I? Yo, pregnancy brain is so real. Oh, right. So yeah, so once I kept getting rib pain back to back to back, I'm like, okay, this is not an average period symptom for me. Rib pain, like my ribs are physically hurting. Like, it's not even just like cramps or my back. It's like my ribs were hurting. Like, I guess they were starting to spread and getting prepared to carry a baby boy. Anyway, so DPO 12 DPO, whatever. I still was craving these Takis, like still. So at this point, I'm just like, what the hell? But again, my boyfriend was like, relax, it's fine, you're not pregnant, like, who cares? Like, well, not like who cares, but like, relax, basically. So I went to a Halloween party, which was November 2nd or 1st. And I got drunk and lit and just like, and I was drinking a lot, but I felt like I wasn't getting drunk. Like, usually I'm lightweight, like 2 shots and I'm feeling it. Like, I'm not the 5-6 shots and I'm keep them coming type of girl. Like, no, that's not me. 2 shots, 3 shots, and I'm feeling it. So I'm drinking a lot at this party and just like really turning up and just really drinking them because he's like, oh, like, you're not pregnant, you're fine, and stuff like that. So I just have it in my head like, I'm not pregnant, I'm fine. So I'm drinking, and I'm noticing I'm not really getting lit. So that was also weird. So I'm like, my talent, like, I get lit so fast, but the fact that I was drinking cups after cups after cups and nothing was really happening to me, like, I knew something was off for sure. Like, I knew something was off. Surprisingly, I did not throw up or anything, but my tolerance was different. Like, I didn't get lit as fast as I usually would, which was weird. So 13 DPO, after I like kind of calmed myself down and just had it in my head like, girl, you're not pregnant, bye. I just felt super bloated, like super stuffed that day. 13 DPO, which is the day before my period is supposed to come. So November 5th, so this was November 4th. 13 DPO, November 4th. And I'm just like bloated, stuffed, fatigued, and I'm just like, okay, this finally I have a normal period symptom. My period's coming tomorrow, I'm fine. So I just like blinked out, I'm sorry. So next day, okay, no, let's stay on the day before. So November 4th, 13 DPO, I didn't have no cramps. I just was bloated, but I didn't have cramps. And I knew then my period wasn't coming the next day. Like, when my period comes, so I had my symptoms 2 weeks prior, and then the day before I cramp crazy. So it's like, okay, sis, get ready, get the pads ready. I don't use tampons. Get the pads ready, like, your period's coming. And I didn't have no cramps. Like, everything just disappeared. And I'm just like, okay, for sure, my period is not coming tomorrow. And I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm going to miss my period. I know for a fact I am. I don't even have any cramps. I don't have nothing. Like, I felt bloated, but there was no, it's like all my symptoms that I had for period or anything just disappeared off the face of the earth. And I just straight up just had bloat. And I knew that's not typical for me, not normal for me. So I was like, something is truly up. Seriously. But still, I'm like, I'm just in denial. I'm just stressed because I was stressed about it the whole week and 2 weeks. So that's probably why, like, I'm missing it. So I'm like, let me just, like, calm down and, like, truly just stop thinking about it. Like, I'm not pregnant, I'm not pregnant, I'm not pregnant. So days go by. I'm not fully sure the date, like November something. I don't know. Still didn't have my period. Like, days are going by and I'm like, I don't miss my period. Like, this is not me. So I'm like talking to my mom. My mom's like, did you get your period? Like, did your period come? And I'm like, no. But you have to remember, I did have problems with my, like, birth control. My stomach is seriously hurting me right now. Like, am I having contractions? Oh, it's like tight and uncomfortable. So, yeah, I'm even talking to my mom. My mom's asking me, like, did your period start? What are your symptoms? And I'm like telling her, like, I had symptoms, but now I feel completely fine. Like, but my period's not here. So she kind of knew, like, because she claims I was moody, supposedly. So she knew, and yeah, so let's get up to the good part. So my friend, I was telling her, like, girl, my period's missed. I don't have my period. I don't know what to do. So she's just like, girl, go take a test. Like, just get it over with. Like, find out, like, why are you trying to wait for your period to come? Like, take the test. Because you don't want to be getting lit or doing this and that and you are pregnant. So, like, take the test. Like, you know your body. Stop listening to your boyfriend. Stop listening to your mom. Stop listening to all these people. Like, just go take a test. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a test. I was, like, embarrassed and shy to go to the store to get a test because I didn't want them to look at me like, this girl, like, look at her. So I ordered one off Amazon. It said it was gonna take 2 days to come, so I was like, perfect. 2 days came, my package was supposedly delivered, came home, was never there. So somebody stole my pregnancy test off my steps, or the Amazon people delivered it to the wrong house. But either way, my address is on it and nobody returned it, so somebody stole my pregnancy test. And it was like first response too. Like, I got the good ones, clear blue, digital, like everything, because I didn't want to get like a cheapie. I wanted like an actual, like, clear blue, because if I wanted to say like the pregnant on it or whatever, because, you know, everybody wants that, because nobody has time to mess around with these lines, the plus, the minus, the 2 lines, the 1. Like, just tell me, am I or am I not? So I got the clear blue, ordered them, never received my package. I did get my money back though from Amazon, but anyway, so I'm like, this is a sign. Like, I'm not, my test didn't even come. It's just not meant for me to take no test. Like, I'm not pregnant. Like, I'm not. So my friend was like, girl, just go to, like, the corner store and get a damn test. Like, stop making this harder than what it is. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what test? Like, I don't know what to get. So my boyfriend, I told him to go get the test for me. So we go into the store and he's like, I'm like waiting in the back, acting like I'm shopping for something else while he's like paying for it and stuff at the front. And he's like, can I get 2 pregnancy tests? And yeah, so then we got 2 tests from like this corner store or something. And the one test was like weird, like it didn't work or something. Like, I don't know, it was like weird. And then I think I'm having contractions. I have to be, or Braxton Hicks. Let me drink. just like, or maybe I'm hungry because I didn't eat, but I'm gonna eat after the video. But so yeah, fast forward, he got the test, came home with 2 tests. One was like defective or something, so there was 1 left. And I'm like, I'm not taking this. Like, I'm just nervous. Like, I don't want to take it yet. Da da da. So I didn't take it. The next day, I text my friend and she's like, take the test. Like, just take the test. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm taking the test. So I came home from school or whatever, and I went to the bathroom. I FaceTime my best friend, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like panicking to her. I'm like, girl, like I'm scared to death. And she's like, first of all, calm down. You don't need to panic. You don't even know what the results are. Like, once we get the results, then we panic. Like, if it's no, then it's no. But if it's a yes, then it's time to just start planning and like getting your life together and stuff. And then we can panic then. So I'm like, okay, perfect. So, I took the test. I'm going to insert a small clip of my reaction because it was horrendous and it's embarrassing. I don't want nobody to see it for real, so I'm going to insert literally like 3 seconds of it right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It hasn't even been 5 minutes yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yo, this cannot. Oh my god. Oh my god. That clip was horrible. I was hysterical, freaking the fuck out, scared to death. Like, literally, like, just so scared. Like, I was scared to death. Like, and like, all I could think about, like, the very first thing that clicked in my head was like, oh my god, my stomach is about to get big. Like, my stomach is going to grow. Like, that, out of all crazy things to think about, labor, contractions, like birth, having a baby, like, I'm thinking about that my stomach is gonna go from basically one way to another. So all I can think about, like, my stomach is about to get like big, like I'm about to be huge, which I'm not that huge, but I'm huge. So yeah, so that's all basically that was in my mind. Like, the first thing, I'm just like, what the heck? But then I also wasn't sure because the line was faint. It wasn't like boom boom dark. Like, it was kind of like, is this it, or is it like an evap line? Is it like, should I take another one? Like, you're just in denial because it's like, you knew this could be possible, but now that it is, it's kind of like, whoa, it's this is it. Like, it's here. So the first thing I do is call my boyfriend on FaceTime. I'm going to insert his reaction as well to the test because I like put the test in the camera and I'm like, look, and here's his reaction. Yeah, we were both just like, we knew this could happen. Clearly, we weren't expecting it to happen. It was not planned at all, but we're here. And we both, I can't really speak for him personally, but he will be added to one of these videos eventually in a boyfriend tag, answering questions. But for me, I knew for a fact, like, one, I'm keeping him. This is going to be my baby. No matter what, whether he wants to be with me, whether he's freaking out, packing his bags and leaving, I was having this baby, like, for sure. But then I just kept thinking, like, God, I have 1 year left of school. Like, why could you not wait to give me a blessing in a few more months? But clearly, like, timing is everything. It was all meant, and here we are, 7 months later, dealing with it. Like, it's happening. There's no going back. Like, there's no changing it. So yeah, so basically the whole point was just of this, the whole point of this video is basically to kind of, one, give like my story time of my points leading up to me finding out I was pregnant, and just like the signs that I had, the symptoms that I had, like the headaches, the back pain, the ribs, the cramping. Like, ladies, you know your body. Nobody else knows you but you. Like, if you know something is off, or you feel like something is off, it's off. Like, I know we tend to go to like friends or like people and like ask them like, did this happen to you, or like, what should I do, basically, because you're like scared and you don't want to like overreact alone, I guess. But like, trust me, like, trust your gut. Like, if you feel like something is happening, honey, it's happening. You're pregnant. 9 months with the baby. It's coming. But yeah, so that's basically it. That's all I have for story time on how I know I was pregnant before I actually got the pregnancy test. And I still didn't even believe that I was pregnant. Like, I wanted a blood test. Like, I needed a blood test. So I actually like booked the OB appointment and everything. And that's when it was confirmed. Like, literally, once she took the blood, called me back, and also she gave me like a physical exam and was like, yep, I think you're pregnant for sure. Here I am. And I still am in shock. My throat. And I'm still in shock, like 7 months later, and I still wake up like, where did you come from? Like, who put you in here? But yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm literally losing my voice from this video. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below new videos you want me to make, videos you want me to, like, you want to see. I'm going to try to post a new video every other day and even do this outro because my voice is gone. So peace.